I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to.
Yeah, why aren't you filming? We need some
That you know what? What?
What'd you say? Why aren't I filming? We need the content.
Yeah.
He sucks at filming anything.
I don't have a. I mean, I can't sit there with a camera and do the work.
Get your little tripod. You just sit it up above you.
Yeah.
Don't.
All the other YouTubers do.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this done.
That's why they've got 1.3 million.
Yeah, they have 1.3 million subscribers.
Yeah,
Take your shirt off, put your camera on a tripod, and get to it.
Whatever.
What are you doing anyway?
I'm trying to get that big black hose.
Yeah, but,
That thing is tight.
yeah, but if you undo everything, and then it will come off.
Yeah.
It sort of slips into the hose, and then you can pull it back out again.
There it is.
And it'll be really gunky inside.
We're taking the, what's it called, exhaust elbow?
Yeah.
Apart.
Well, I don't know how to get that hose pipe off.
So what is an exhaust elbow? Well, it's a curvy pipe bolted to each of our Volvo Penta D2-50 engines on our Catamaran, where hot exhaust gases and cooling seawater have a wild meet and greet before being expelled from the back of our boat, keeping our engines' fumes and water in check. In Volvo's world, they are made of cast iron and typically rust and clog up with gunk like they have a terrible cholesterol problem. And ours did indeed have pretty bad cholesterol levels. So it was time to take them out and either clean them or replace them.
Nah, I wouldn't pull and force stuff.
Where you go?
I think he ran away as fast as he could before anything exploded.
According to the interwebs, exhaust elbows need to be checked for rust or carbon buildup every 6 to 10 years, or about every 500 to 1,000 hours. That's a pretty wide gap. We bought our 2 new elbows in February 2023, when Oka, built in 2019, was only 4 years old. And I looked at our sale log to see how many hours we had on our engines back then, and we only had 583 hours on both. They weren't even due for maintenance, but I'm glad we checked them anyway because they were in terrible shape.
Well, it started leaking, but it hasn't done like Romans has.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to run out and spend
Well, we-
$1,400 on new stuff if we can clean it.
It's not going to be able to be clean, babe. It's rusted. You can't fix the rust.
Cleaning them might work if the corrosion isn't too bad. Donovan tried with ours, but it was like polishing a shipwreck.
I'm going to have to take this thing all the way off.
Is that the elbow on your left hand?
This is your elbow, yeah. This part right here is part of it too. Scoot over.
With that one?
Sometimes replacement is the only way to avoid an overheated engine or worse, exhaust leaks that could make your boat smell like a gas station.
I bet you they put some sort of a, not glue, but some sort of
See
something inside the hose so it wouldn't leak. Maybe it just has, because it's so cold outside.
It shrinks up. It's the hose too. This hose is like hard.
Did you get it?
I almost got it.
Living on a catamaran like Oka means every part of your floating home has to pull its weight. A clogged or rusty exhaust elbow can overheat your engine or worse, let fumes sneak into your salon. Not exactly the fresh Mediterranean breeze we're chasing in our winter marina. Checking or replacing these elbows isn't just maintenance. It's keeping your boat safe and your crew happy.
Something just cracked.
Sorry.
Can you feel how far that metal elbow goes in?
It's almost out.
Just like an inch or half an inch?
Oh!
It's got a nipple on the end of it, like a lip.
There it is. Yay!
We used a few tools for this project. We first used a screwdriver to loosen the Jubilee clamp on the air filter box, and then we used a 10mm socket to remove the 4 nuts holding the elbow to the heat exchanger. To put it all back together, we used a torque wrench.
You can't replace these pieces, babe.
Hang on. It's like they painted over the nut after they bolted it together.
This one's, those nuts up there aren't painted on the bottoms.
The gasket that he was talking about, where's that?
It's still on the device, on the thing, and there it goes right here. There's another gasket that goes right here between the two.
So what are those bolts that you're taking off for?
So I can take this piece off and clean it.
Probably the most important tool was our digital caliper though, because we had to measure all the screw hole locations and the elbow shape to make sure the replacement elbows were an exact match. It either looks brand new in some spots or it looks rusted to hell in some parts. But it looks like more mud.
That's carbon and all kinds of shit. Now there's a ball peen hammer in the bottom of that toolbox. It's yellow.
Ball peen hammer.
Oh, I would probably add a ball peen hammer to bang things out.
Is it this thing?
Yeah.
Well, you said the bottom of the toolbox. Whoa.
That's the gasket. That probably needs to be replaced.
All that corrosion?
Yeah, it's all corrosion. And see what happened, it started happening was this started leaking, okay? So that is, this goes right here. Well, that is nasty. Okay, yeah, I want it that way.
What's that?
The lip's falling apart. This thing, see the lip's falling apart.
Considering the boat's a 2019, that's pretty...
They said they only last 500 hours, so this one lasted a little longer. You can tell it's been going.
Probably should have changed into older clothes.
Well, I don't have older pants. There's, yeah, you can see all the debris in there. See it? That's where it's rusted through. It's down right there. And this whole lip right there, I don't know if I could salvage that. I don't have the tools, I know that right now. I don't have the tools.
Yeah, this lip right here is falling apart.
Replacing these elbows comes at a big cost, especially if you go directly through Volvo. So we did a little extra research. We found identical exhaust elbows made of stainless steel from a UK shop, Parts for Engines. These babies are tougher than cast iron and less likely to rust into oblivion. But here's the kicker. The elbow's shape has to be exactly right, or it's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
On this one, we have the caliper blade or whatever it's called right in the middle, and we have 72. You have 70, but your whatever you call this tip is not, doesn't look like it's in the center, so it looks like it might still be the same size.
We played email ping pong with the shop, sending pictures and measurements with our trusty caliper to confirm they'd fit our D250s, even though they were listed for D255s. Yeah. Spoiler, they fit like a glove, and the shop updated their website to include D250s. Score 1 for Team Oka. We also got new gaskets because the old ones were useless.
Okay. Oh, so this is the starboard side?
Starboard side, yeah.
Okay. Yikes. It's hard to tell in the video, but it's disgusting. So what are you going to do? Clean them with the new Dremel tool I got you?
Yeah, I'm going to clean them.
And then
See which one's the best.
see if there's any cracks and try to salvage them to have them as spares?
Because This is what it should look somewhat like.
Oh, had you already cleaned that one, or?
Yeah, this one's been cleaned.
With what?
The tools that I had for my drill.
Okay.
But yeah,
Jesus, look at the opening, the hole opening is so much wider here than here. Okay. Installing the new elbows is basically the reverse of taking them off, but with a few pro tips. Slide the new gasket onto the heat exchanger studs first. Don't reuse the old ones unless you love leaks. Then bolt the elbow on with the 4 nuts, tightening them evenly to about 20 numas. What is a numa? Okay, time out for a little sesh with my buddy Grok, who says, NM stands for Newton meter, a unit of torque that measures the force applied to an object to cause rotation. In the context of tightening the bolts of our exhaust elbows, it tells us how much rotational force should be applied to achieve the correct tightness. In the context of telling someone they have a stick up their ass, well, the word play between an NM and an enema? I mean, clearly there is a joke in there somewhere. Okay. Did you videotape any of the elbow exchange, the new elbows that you and Roman did?
no, because I was worried about getting it done. Sorry.
Okay. So your millions and millions of YouTube fans are never going to know how to change an elbow exhaust on their own boat then? Because you're a terrible YouTuber.
Yeah, WeSail just did it, so.
So if they want to learn how to change their elbows, they have to watch a different YouTube channel, which is a really great how-to channel because the guy knows how to fix everything. All right. Well, I'd like to at least get it on video to show what the new ones look like because they're stainless steel. They're not, or no, what are they called?
I have videos of me getting it all connected.
I just asked you if you got video.
I didn't do a how-to. I just showed the before. I mean the after.
Okay, so we'll put those videos on the YouTube for your millions and millions of fans. Did you keep your shirt off while you were doing the work?
No, I didn't take my shirt off.
How are we supposed to get subscribers?
It was too damn cold.
We can't get subscribers unless you take your shirt off. They're not going to see me.
That was a sign for that big black code. Right there was the one that needed to be tight.
Purring like a kitten.
That one and this one, I think is
Number 2 looks like water was coming from around that. So I took it off and tightened it
It
up.
wasn't. It was
Number
coming
2.
from the black coat.
Wow, you record almost as well as I do. Why are you videotaping our steering wheel? Wow, you're turning on.
Still dripping.
Still dripping?
Yeah, because I didn't know it was that big black hose.
But not today, it's not dripping. You fixed it
No, I
since.
cranked it yesterday to raise to lower the anchor.
You did the wobble? Awesome, look at you go. So you did videotape it, somewhat. Oh, anyway. So with the elbow bolted on at 20 nms with a torque wrench to avoid warping anything, you're now ready for the thick rubber exhaust hose. Pro tip, dab a bit of silicone grease inside the hose. It'll slide onto the elbow much more easily and help seal out any leaks. Skip heavy sealants, they just gunk up the work. Secure it with the hose clamps, tighten them just right, and you're golden. Too bad Donovan's allergic to cameras, or we'd have this whole operation on film. Thanks for chilling with us as we tackled Oka's exhaust elbows in this throwback vid. We hope this helps you tackle your own boat gremlins. Stay tuned for more videos on the repairs, upgrades, and occasional chaos of living large on our catamaran. And if you're enjoying our videos, hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you guys!